Well, here we are on your Friday evening. It is so great to have you along as we get ready for the upcoming weekend, and we are going to talk some snow chances into the weekend. Scattered light snow showers on Saturday. Very little, if any, accumulation through the daylight hours Saturday night to Sunday morning. That could be our best chance of some light accumulation, with some of that light snow continuing early into Sunday, with highs through the weekend right around the mid to upper 30s. Now, considering we haven't seen any accumulating snow through the month of December, now into January, this winter really has been incredible with the lack of snowfall. So what could we be seeing into the upcoming weekend? Not much to get excited about. A light coating of snow for many areas overnight Saturday and into Sunday. Around a ½ inch of an accumulation. Could get a few isolated totals. Slightly higher than that, mainly some grassy areas or elevated surfaces are most likely to see the snow. But you may wake up Sunday morning to at least a coating of light snow. We are in the lower 30s, dipping back into the 20s overnight tonight, and our eyes are going to be on our next storm system. It's going to be a chance of light snow into the weekend. This area of low pressure will come into the area, but we're going to stack these storm systems up. Another one that arrives Tuesday of next week is just off the Pacific coast. So our hour-by-hour forecast does bring that light snow into the area early Saturday morning. A better chance of snow is going to be well south and east of us. We get light accumulations Saturday night and into Sunday morning as the light snow comes into the area. And best chance of that accumulation, you'll notice it's early Sunday morning, but it's really going to kick off a wintry pattern that's going to unfold into next week. And let's bring in meteorologist John Birchfield. And John, we all knew it's going to come at some point, and why not mid-January?
Yeah, we were due for it eventually, and we're kicking off a string of storm systems. It'll be one after another next week, Chris, and we are looking at several as to what's on our radar right now. So let's break down the data as to what we're expecting this week and beyond. Overall, the weekend storm system is going to be pretty minimal in terms of impacts. Widespread amounts of just the dusting to 1/2 of an inch. Looking ahead towards Tuesday, could be a bit messy for that commute, with snow turning to all rain as temperatures climb in the afternoon, and the latter half of next week, 7 days out, looking towards next Friday. This one has the potential to be a winter storm system, even though the exact storm track and local impacts are still somewhat unclear. This one has our attention, and it certainly will have some potency across the lower Great Lakes region. Let's start off by talking Tuesday, because the morning is going to be a little bit messy. There's going to be a wintry mix, and travel may take a little longer than usual. Best chance to see some of that mix generally going to be to the north of Toledo. Now, during the afternoon, temperatures climb above freezing, and we are going to see predominantly rain during the afternoon and evening, shown by that green color. Let's fast forward the clock into the evening and overnight hours. It'll be breezy with rain eventually turning back to some snow, as you'll see some blue on the back edge of that map. Tuesday night, we are expecting it to turn back to some light snow. Overall, it does look like much of this system will be rain, but we're also watching next Friday as well. Now, it's ironic that we're following off a historically warm December, and this week's Climate Friday, I broke down the data on the warmest December on record in Toledo. And one fun fact and one stat that is mind-blowing is that we just had 10 nights below freezing during the entire month. Normally, we have 24 nights below freezing in December. So you can see more of that data online and on WTOL 11+. In the meantime, we'll get you ready for a string of storm systems that'll kick off a more active weather pattern. Chris?
Hey, John, with that more active pattern, likely to turn much colder, something we haven't felt much at all this winter season.
Yeah, and if you look at that 10-day forecast, some of the overnight lows could even dip down to the single digits, looking frigid.
You and I were commenting about the end of that 10-day forecast. It's certainly going to get our attention. Meteorologist John Birchfield, appreciate that update. And if you haven't subscribed to that Climate Friday newsletter, please go ahead and do that. Several storm systems, though, weaker one into the weekend. We talked that, ½ an inch of an accumulation. Next storm system, that comes in Tuesday into Wednesday. The concern would be a burst of some morning snow along with some ice before it does change over to all rain into the afternoon. Likely to be a soaker as well. We may be talking over an inch of rainfall, some snow into Wednesday. Also wind, little accumulation on the backside of that system, but our attention will be out there toward the end of next week. 1 week from today, we're expecting potentially a more potent storm system that, as it stands right now, would put us in line for accumulating snow. That would be Friday and into Saturday of next week. And as I mentioned, turning much colder then toward mid-January. Look at those highs. They take a tumble back into the 20s by the end of the 10-day forecast.